What's up, y'all? This is Randall Branch. Welcome back to the channel. And in this video, we're going to be talking about an aesthetic physique. We're going to be talking about if you need to get shredded in order for you to have an aesthetic physique. Now, this is a question that I've gotten as I'm documenting my journey of getting shredded at the end of this month, getting to the high end of single digit body fat, somewhere between 8 to 10% body fat, right? And people are asking me, and I've seen people also comment on other people's social media platforms and stuff like that, like if they need to get shredded in order for them to have an aesthetic physique. And I saw somebody talk about how you don't need to get shredded. You could be 15+% body fat. So like there's so many different things that we could talk about. I think number one, we have to understand what shredded is. Number two, we have to understand that body fat percentages aren't as black and white as people think it is. Like, and that's a whole nother topic, right? And then number three, we have to understand what an aesthetic physique is. So number one, shred for me, and I guess everybody has their own definition, and that's why like I want to come on here and really help you guys out. Because my definition of shredded, again, I'm not a professional bodybuilder. I'm a guy, I'm really into fitness, I'm really into old school bodybuilding, and I help you guys get lean and help you guys build aesthetic physiques. That's my lane. Right. So for me personally, and what my eyes see from my view is that shredded is 10% and below, right? And for women, add 10% to that. But for men, 10% and below, right? Now, if you compete, you might think 10%, like for some guys, 10% is their off season, right? And off season is a term that bodybuilders use when they have a little bit more body fat on before they get lean for competitions. All right. So for somebody, 10 to 12% might be like their off season. For me, that's a pretty lean physique, right? That's about where I'm at right now. Um, so I would say shredded is like single digit body fat percentage, right? That's for me, that's shredded. Now the thing about body fat percentages is that you cannot really tell. Like people get tests. Like I could go get an in body scan right now, and this for sure gonna tell me that I'm single digit body fat, and I'm not single digit body fat. So I don't do in body scans. Even DEXs are inaccurate for sure. Like the best thing you could do is just tell based off of visuals. Have somebody who knows what they're talking about, like myself. I believe I'm pretty accurate with body fat percentages, and have somebody who knows what they're talking about give you an estimation. You cannot estimate your body fat percentage strictly off of abs. I'll be on TikTok sometimes, and a dude will post, and then dudes in the comments will post their physique, and they'll be like, "What's my body fat percentage?" It'll be an ab shot. You have to see legs, you have to see lower back, right? You can't tell. You can't even. Dudes won't even show their arms. They'll literally just lift up their shirt, and they'll have a six pack, and they'll be like, "What's my body fat percentage?" Like that's not how you accurately estimate somebody's body fat percentage. You have to see their complete physique, right? So body fat percentage isn't a black and white type of thing. Now, do you have to be sub 10%, which is shredded, in order for you to have an aesthetic physique? Hell no. Like that, like that's absurd. Now, if you guys are on social media, then most of the people you guys see are probably single digit body fat. Like they're in that 8 to 10% range. Like the guys who are like the aesthetic guys who are at like the top of like social media right now. But that doesn't mean that you have to be single digit body fat shredded in order for you to have an aesthetic physique. Personally, and I'm just being 100% honest, I think most guys shouldn't even ever try to get to single digit body fat percentage. I know it sounds kind of stupid because that's what I'm doing, but literally, like, if most guys would probably do it wrong. Number one, it's not the easiest thing in the world. You have to really be on top of your activity, your nutrition, sleep, and everything. And but then number two, like a lot of guys, the way that they diet, I guess this is part of doing it wrong, but they like you want to be lean and have some fullness. That's what makes an aesthetic physique aesthetic. Aesthetic physique isn't just get as lean and as skinny as possible. Aesthetic physique is like I'm lean, but I still have like a little bit of size on me. Like you really have to master it. Aesthetic physique is like the perfect balance between having size and also being lean. And most guys who get single digit body fat, again, naturally, because if you're taking stuff, yeah, it'll be easier for you to hold on to muscle as you get leaner. But naturally, to dip below 10% body fat and keep all that chest and back and shoulder mass, most guys aren't going to, and arm mass. I mean, your arms are going to lose some circumference for sure, so that I guess I can't say arms. Your arms are going to get smaller. They're going to get nice and lean and vascular though. But mostly like your upper chest and your delts and your lats, like the mass that adds to your V taper, the mass that really makes up your V taper, right? Most guys are gonna lose that on their journey to getting down to single digit body fat, which will take away from aesthetics, even though body fat is getting lower, right? Because you want to be able to keep that mass. And that's why I tell you guys I don't chase scale weight and I've taken my sweet time. I just want my waist to get smaller, and visually I want my delts and chest and lats to all stay there. If my chest and delts and lats are getting smaller and more slender and skinny while my waist is shrinking, then my aesthetics aren't going up, right? You want to aesthetics is about creating an illusion, and a lot of guys who get to single digit body fat, they say fuck the illusion, I need to see the scale go down, and they end up shooting themselves in the foot, especially naturally. And I believe that most guys will find their sweet spot somewhere between 10 to 14%, which is lean. It's not shredded. So do you have to be shredded in order for you to have an aesthetic physique? Hell no. As a matter of fact, for 90% of us, it will take away from us having the most aesthetic physique possible. Like I'm very transparent with you guys. Like it's possible that at the end of this month, when I'm in that 8 to 10% range, I'm like, you know what? I look better. I don't think it's gonna happen, but it's possible. I'm like, I look better like 6 to 8 pounds higher, like where I'm at right now, right? In the mid to upper ends of 170, of the mid to upper ends of the 170s, it's possible that I'll look better at that point than I do at 170 aesthetically, and then I'll be like, you know what? I need to put a little bit more body fat back on me because I'll need that size. Now, I don't think that's gonna happen, but that's very possible, right? And most guys will find that sweet spot between 10 to 14%. Now, for me, I'm looking to find my aesthetic sweet spot. I want to be as aesthetic as possible while being healthy. So that's why I'm seeing, what do I look like at single digit body fat percentage? And also, regardless of what I say in this video, guys, as I do my coaching, and if you need help with coaching, go ahead and check the first link in the description. I do personalized training, personalized nutrition programs, and I have a full 6 month coaching program. Trying to see how many weeks is it. They usually say the weeks. I can't think right now. I just got done training a very intense session, but it's a 6 month coaching program. Okay, so if you guys need to check that out, that would be the first link in the description. I have ebooks and programs to build V-taper physiques, help you guys go from fat to fit. All that will be in the description, right? But I say that to say most guys, or not most guys, some guys will come to me in the future and be like, Randall, I need help getting down to 8 to 10%. So me having experience with this is gonna help me be better as a coach, right? But then also number two, I want to have my best aesthetic. A lot of guys I do believe can pull off that 8 to 10%, but I feel like more guys would be better off pulling off like that 10 to 14%. But just know for everybody, that range is gonna be between 8 to 14%. Like nobody's gonna be like, oh, I look better at 18% than at 12%. Nah, bro. Right? You want to get below 15%. The video I'm referencing, the video that I'm thinking about right now that I saw on my drive home, the dude was talking about how like most guys will be better off 15% plus. I disagree with that. Most guys will be better off between 10 to 14%, and a few guys will be better off between 8 to 10%. That's honestly my idea behind an aesthetic physique. But go for an aesthetic physique for sure. If you have been maintaining 10 to 14% for a while and you want to see how you look sub 10% at 8 to 10%, and you want to see if that helps your aesthetics, by all means, try it out. That's what I'm doing. If you feel like you could pull off a shredded look, then try out the shredded look. But for sure, you need to be lean. But do you have to be shredded? Like, is it mandatory? No, it's not mandatory. And it's like, regardless of what you see on social media, even though like everybody that you see is damn near shredded, you could not be shredded and you could just have a lean physique between 10 to 14%, have muscle in the right areas, and you'll be smooth, bro. Like that'll be an aesthetic physique. So to answer the question of this video, do you have to be shredded to have an aesthetic physique? No, you don't have to be shredded. Do you have to be at least lean? Yes. Yes. Get lean. Right. This is what I talk about all the time. You want to be lean. And again, if you need help, check the description. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Follow me on Instagram at Randall Branch and DM me if you guys have any video requests. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Get in the comments to show some love if you guys are enjoying the channels. And if you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe as well, right? So tomorrow I'm gonna have a few more videos. I'm gonna have 3 videos tomorrow. I know I only did 2 today. Today was a busy day, but tomorrow we're gonna have 3 videos. And yeah, 2 to 3 videos a day. If you guys have any video requests, I'll be getting a few of them. That's what's helping me push out content for you guys. And then again, if you guys need help with coaching, if you guys need plans and ebooks and programs, that will be in the description, as well as my clothing line will be linked in the description as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this answered you guys' question about building an aesthetic physique. I'm gonna have more videos about an aesthetic physique because I believe that that's the only physique that you should be looking to build. So it's important to know how to do it. It's important to know like criteria for it and everything. So we're gonna talk more about this in the future. I'll see you guys tomorrow for some more videos. This is Random Branch Media. We're checking out. Peace.